YouTube. Back at you with another video. It's been a while, but I'm putting some things together to make sure that what I'm doing, I set a lot of you guys free. All right, so it's working, and I'm working, but I'm not going to overwork myself to help someone else, right? Because without my health, I'm no good to anyone. I'm no good to myself, right? So I'm taking it in little small increments and getting everything organized, and many more of you guys will be set free. All right. But what I do wanted to talk about, and you know me, I'm straight to the point. I don't do no whole bunch of BSing with you guys, none of that. And if you guys ever feel like I'm BSing you, or I'm not getting right to the subject matter, man, say something. Hey, man, we like your channel, but get to the point. You know what I mean? So, what I've noticed is, and I got a call from a guy, right? And he got the free 15-minute consult, right? Well, what I noticed is that some of you guys are trying to, you're feeling through the dark, and you know that there's a way off, but you're finding some people out there that are trying to assist you, but they don't have all of the expertise. All right. And what do I mean by they don't have all the expertise? Well, a guy, I think it was Friday. I spoke to this guy Friday, and the guy said, "Well, I've got my affidavit, and I've got some other documents that's going to help me get off of child support. Would you like to look at them?" And I was like, "Well, what do you have? Because this is only a free 15-minute consult. Anything after that, I'm gonna have to pay. I mean, you're gonna have to pay for my time." I said, "Well, what is it?" So he told me it's an affidavit. It's this, and this, and this. I said, "Okay, well, that sounds about right, right?" He says, "But I don't know what to do. I don't know, I don't know who to send it to. What's the process? What do I have to do to if they don't respond, and all of these things, all these intricate things that where he got this information from, they're not sharing that. They're not giving that to him. So what I told him was, you get what you pay for. Okay. I think he said he spent like $300 for it, right? Well, just like an iPhone or technology. Let's look at iPhone compared to an Android phone, right? You have an iPhone, on one hand, it costs $1,000, right? Well, and on the other hand, you have an Android phone, and they can cost you from somewhere around $50 to $600 for an Android phone, right? Well, maybe you guys don't really understand when you're going into an investment, because that's what I consider the phone to be, right? That's something that you're going to rely on, no matter where you are, what's going on. You want to make sure that when you pick up that phone, I'm using my phone to record. When you pick up that phone, you can call into or call wherever you need some assistance, some help, questions answered, whatever it may be, business dealings, meetings, whatever it may be. You want to make sure that phone is reliable. right? You don't want to have to pick up that phone one day. It's then downloaded a virus. You have to throw the phone away, go get another phone, which is going to take 24 hours, 48 hours, depending on where you are. If you're living in the rural, you're living in the city, and then you try to make that phone call. All right? Well, Apple basically that's why people purchase the Apple phone, the iPhone, because it's big on security. All right? No one can hack into that phone and start to malfunctioning the phone. Okay? Now, you went with the Android, anything can happen. I've had Androids. I know how they are, right? I've downloaded viruses, had to throw the phone away. I had to reset the phone one time, and it did it again, then I had to throw it away. It was crazy. It was like every day it was something, right? Well, to remove that stress and to have that peace of mind, I chose to go ahead and pay the extra for the iPhone so that I won't be dealing with having to go back to the phone dealer, see what there's, how can we fix this, and they end up telling you have to buy another phone. Okay? Well, that's what this guy did. Well, he thought, well, I'm gonna spend the $300. It's less than what Steve has, but Steve has all of the intricacies that you're gonna need to get you through the process, to get you off of child support, and to sue the agency if you choose to. It's up to you, totally up to you. We recommend you to be offensive and to fight back also by making it hurt in their purse. All right, and then not only that, to get everything back from that that was in the rears or anything that you've ever paid before, and all of that is included. Okay, so this guy, he's calling me asking me, well, what do I do? I said, well, bud, I don't know if you're going to be able to, retain this information I'm getting ready to give you, but I'm going to attempt to give you the information. I hope you got a pen and paper handy. So I told him, I gave him the whole entire outline within 15 minutes, trying to make sure that I covered everything. I'm sure he wasn't able to write all that down because it's so much within that 15-minute time frame that I gave him. But it sounded like he was very excited when he got off the phone because he didn't know what to do once he got the paperwork from some other person. Okay? Now, just know that you're getting what you're paying for. All right? If you're going to go with the $300 guy, you're going to run into a whole bunch of problems that you're probably not going to be able to figure it out. And you're going to have to, it's going to be try it and then see what they say to you, reject you, and then you're going to go back and look what's wrong, and then you're going to try it again, and you're going to spend some time. It's a trial and error thing, right? Well, if you can cut the trial and error thing out, Steve already has done it, and showing you how to do it. Then which way do you think is wise? Even though you got to pay the extra $700, which one do you think is the wisest choice to getting you off of child support as fast as possible? Well, it's going to be going with the iPhone. All right? It's going to be going with the information that's laid out, showing me 1, 2, 3 step streamline to the finish line, and this thing is done and over with. All right? So just be just be aware of that you got people out there that are watering it down, but you guys are not getting everything that you get when you got to remember the reason I'm showing you guys how to sue is because sometimes the agency don't take you serious until you do something like that as a lawsuit. Okay, let's look at the Diddy situation, right? They didn't take Little Rod serious until he put until he put the lawsuit in. You understand? All right. So they didn't take Cassie serious until she put the lawsuit in. You understand? So when you're dealing with these people, right, that are trying to do harm to you or have done harm to you, some of you guys, I've saved you from even getting harm done to you because you called me before you even got on child support, and I've given you the information exactly what to say when you go to the so-called court, so-called judge, which is slash administrator. I've told you what to say and what to do. All right, and obviously, it's didn't work because you guys are, doing things and setting things forward. So with that said, I'm gonna cut this video, keep it short and sweet. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Like, subscribe, and share the video. I'm taking the comments off because there's trolls. All right? So whenever you're doing something good, all right, whenever you're doing something that's freeing up people, whenever you're fighting back against evil, right, you're always going to have trolls, saying all kinds of weird, I think it was a zesty, some of them were zesty, really, saying zesty things. It's just weird. So what I done was I'm removing that. I'm removing all comments. Go ahead and let people know that they can get the free 15-minute consult. I will be putting all that information in the description. The last video, I did not put it in there because I'm literally working on other things that's going to help you guys get to where you want to get to, and then kind of regain your life back and move forward from now. Don't make the same mistake, guys. Stop dealing with or stop picking bad women. All right, this is where it's all boiling down to. Okay, you're going to have to make better decisions when it comes to laying in the bed with your counter, with someone with you want to make better decisions. Don't think with the head down there. Think with the head up here. And it goes back to one of the things that I've always preached. I've always told to some of my comrades, all money is not good money. And I don't care what amounts. Okay, all money is not good money. And if you take that slogan there, you take that slogan and you apply it to everything in life. All right, you just change it up as all pussy is not good pussy. You understand? All women are not weighed the same. You understand? Stay focused. Start picking better. And don't get involved with some of these narcissists, evil, wicked women. All right? And for the women, evil, wicked men. Okay, narcissists. You got to do better when it comes to picking um, your lifelong partner. Okay, and because it's only hurting you in the end, and then it leaves you open for someone that wants to violently, financially uh, strike you. Um, so it leaves you vulnerable for that. The children, it causes the children to become monsters, if you will. Lots of hatred towards the actual child support agency, hatred towards the mother, hatred towards the father, hatred towards society, just a lot of hatred. All right. So what you are doing, you're basically creating a demon um, because you chose to lay down with a demon. All right. So hopefully we all learned something from this. Moving forward, uh, be conscious of who you're dealing with. Make better choices so you don't have to continue to repeat this. Okay. Um, Also, you guys want to know how to get your passport. I do have several ways of getting you your passport. If you're interested, uh, I I think what I'm gonna do is you're gonna have to get a um, get 100. You got to basically schedule some time with me. I'm not going to give that out in the 15-minute free consult. That's something that you're going to have to pay for. Um, so that's $100 consult um, for 30 minutes. Okay, and then I will explain to you the options that you have. Um, if you wanted to get your passport and you wanted to just get out of this country and then go and just start anew somewhere else. Okay, um, even though they're trying to hold you, but they can't. All right, it's the law that you're free to travel. There is some things that you have to have some knowledge, right, to know how to do this. There's several options you can take though. So depending on which option you want to take, it's totally up to you. And so just if you want to schedule a 30-minute consultation, in the description, I think I'm gonna put a link in there, and you can schedule how to get your passport. All right, how to get your passport, or how to just travel without a passport. So there's a lot of options you can take. Okay, but like I said, I'm not going to give that out in the free 15-minute consult because that's a little bit more specialized. You're going to have to be a little bit more competent and a little bit more intentional in what you're doing and a little bit more strategic, okay, in what you're doing, all right, when it comes to that passport. It's not hard. Just know this, though. You don't need a passport to travel uh, overseas or anything like that. But you do need a passport if you're going to travel from corporation to corporation. All right, now, don't let that go over y'all's heads. You do not need a passport if you want to travel from here to China, from here to Africa, from here to Australia. You do not need a passport if you wanted to travel abroad. But if you want to travel from corporation to corporation, and United States is a corporation, you wanted to commingle and travel inside those corporations, then you would need a passport. I hope that makes sense, and I hope it didn't go over your head. All right. I just basically gave you the information you need to look into what I'm talking about. All right. So next time, just remember, when you're making investments, you always want to go with the iPhone that is high in quality and that gives you everything that you need, as opposed to getting you a cheap old phone, doesn't give you all the instructions you need, $50. I hope that makes sense. You guys take it easy.